Walking on a narrow beach trail this morning, I got held up by a mum with her curious toddler. Toddlers stop whenever something attracts their attention. Well, everything attracts their attention. They may see things we wish they didn't, like a discarded donut. But they also see what we miss, like the tiniest yellow flower amongst the weeds. So many people do everything they can to grow up and reach adulthood. Yet Jesus thought children were precious for a reason. At 2 different occasions, Jesus spoke to his disciples pretty firmly about the value of children. We read in Matthew chapter 18, verses 3 to 5. Jesus says, "I tell you the truth, unless you change and become like little children, you will never enter the kingdom of heaven. Therefore, whoever humbles himself like this child is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And whoever welcomes a little child like this in my name welcomes me." He also says to his disciples in Matthew chapter 19, verse 14, "Let the children come to me. Don't stop them, for the kingdom of heaven belongs to those who are like these children." In the first instance, the disciples were asking him who would be the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. In the second instance, people were bringing their children to Jesus to pray for them, and the disciples were scolding the people for doing so. In both cases, Jesus' response emphasized the worth and value of children. As a follower of Jesus, I ask myself these questions. Why? Why did Jesus tell his disciples that they needed to change and become like little children? What is it about little children that would make them the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? What do they have? Or what qualities do they express that are so special that God's kingdom belongs to them? Observing my own son in his earlier years has given me some insight into why Jesus said that if we want to enter the kingdom of heaven, we must become like little children. Just one look at a smiling child and you get a sense of joy and innocence, their laughter, their teachability and humility, their complete trust in their parent. Obstacles may be in their way, but as long as they're holding a parent's hand, they're confident they'll make it. Isn't that what we need to do with our Heavenly Father, to have complete faith in God? Whatever happens at home, school or work, we can be confident that God is watching over us. And when we grasp God's hand, we'll discover that no challenge is too great. We may need to take some deep breaths to let go of our fears and trust, but that's what kids do. They are completely open to what God is saying to them. There is such a purity of heart in their very existence. They are unaffected by worldly concerns, issues, and problems. And just like the curious toddler I met on my walk, children enjoy exploring and learning. They point to everything because they want to know what it means, to touch it, to feel it, to taste it for themselves. "Teach me," their little eyes say. When we're too busy to look at our surroundings like children do, we can miss the magic around us. So today, on my walk, after my brief hold up with the curious toddler, I walked each step in nature, asking my Heavenly Father to teach me. And as I held his hand in my heart with wide-eyed wonder, oh, the things I saw and learnt that day.